As a love coach and as a woman, I at times feel really sad that so many women are unhappy in their relationships, in their marriages, but also relationship with their children, parents, friends, colleagues. And I really know how it feels to really desire that heart-to-heart connection and then end up feeling disappointed, hurt, or frustrated. And I also know that it doesn't need to be this way, that we can empower ourselves. And one very important way of doing it is shifting our mindset. So in this video, we are going to talk about the most important mindset to embody more love and infuse your relationships with love. Welcome to Womb Moon Yoga, a way of life that helps women to be free and joyful in their bodies and their relationships. Today I would like to start with a positive mindset. Love is my essence, is an essence of who I am. And therefore no one can take it away from me, and no one can give me enough love if I am disconnected from my own source of love, which is that essence. I want to emphasize that love is a frequency, is a high frequency that we might not be so used to. And we need to practice how to get there and then how to stay in those highly vibrational fields of love longer time. Each time just a little bit longer. We need to rewire our brain to let our bodies and our brains know that it's safe. Because everything which is unfamiliar could be taken as a threat. So if you're not familiar with feeling loved because of your childhood traumas, and again, trauma doesn't mean that you were severely abused. Trauma means that you were out of control and things were happening to you. So maybe you didn't get enough attention from your parents because they were busy, and you didn't feel that love coming towards you, and so you are not familiar with it. And so you need to retrain yourself to really open up and receive love, which is abundantly coming your way. So many of us unconsciously go to those places which feel more familiar, those places where we are not loved the way we are, where we are not receiving love. And then we blame our partners for not loving us enough. Please know that I am not by any means trying to victim blame here, and we are not addressing violent relationships, only relationships where there is safety, where you can trust your partner's love, even though you might experience lots of challenges and maybe feeling hurt by your partner's actions or words, but ultimately love is still there. Become aware of your beliefs and your thoughts about love. Do you sometimes think that love comes and goes? This is a very self-limiting belief. It's love something which you cannot control, which you cannot take hold of. So you are at mercy of either being granted this love, it comes to you, or being denied this access to love. There are other very popular beliefs, such as love fades with years, partners just grow apart. Is this something you really believe in? Is it something you still sometimes have, resonance with? Again, if that is your current thinking reality, it's very important to change that. Because if love is your own essence, it's within you, it doesn't fade. And that love between partners is just a reflection of your own love that you have inside of you. It's just so much present within you, so it's overflowing, and then you share this love with your partner. With this kind of self-limiting beliefs, it's very normal to come to conclusions that struggling in marriage is normal and there is nothing I could do. There are only two choices. It's either I'm putting up with it and I'm not feeling loved, cherished, and appreciated by my partner, and I'm just living in this misery, or I need to divorce. And the truth is that it doesn't need to be this way. We spoke about it in our previous mindset shifts. You can restore mutual love if you first restore that self-love. If you really embody this truth that love is my essence. My invitation to you is to truly reconnect with your essence of love and then start learning how to open up to receive love. Receiving is more difficult than giving. It requires us to be very vulnerable. And what if we receive no? And even if we receive yes, it could be so overwhelming to feel loved just because we are not familiar with it again. So I know it may sound a bit esoteric when I say love is my essence and this kind of stuff, but I'll try to make it as practical as possible. One of the many exercises that I give to women who take my embodied love happy marriage coaching program is to write 10 sentences, each starting with a woman is happy in her marriage if, and then whatever follows, just without overthinking it. I really encourage you to do this exercise. It can just show how much conditioning we have around what makes us feel happy and, of course, loved. So you could come up, say, with a sentence such as, a woman feels happy in her marriage if she's free to work, for example. And for someone, it could be opposite. If she's free not to work because, a woman wants to be at home and take care of her children. So it's, again, could be very personal and very different for each of us. But you want to write down 10 sentences, and then you want to ask yourself one question. Is this thought helpful or unhelpful? And again, it could be different. Say this thought that a woman is happy or feels loved in her marriage if she is free to work could be a helpful thought if you truly know that that's what you truly desire. Then you have to address it. And of course, please remember to do it in an effective way, in a compassionate way, so it doesn't create more disconnection with your partner, but actually helps your partner to understand this need of yours, this desire. But it also could be unhelpful if, say, you say a woman is happy in marriage if she doesn't have to work, and you know that your reality at the moment doesn't allow this, that you need to bring some income, your husband doesn't bring enough income to support all of the family, then thinking this way is just going to make you suffer. And of course, you could always decide that he's not the one for you and you want to divorce, that's always an option. But like, if you truly know that there is love and you love this man and you are not with him just because you want to be economically supported, financially supported, then you may choose to start looking at this thought, this belief, as unhelpful one, and then see how you could switch that, how you could shift. So your happiness doesn't depend on this particular conditioning. So this exercise is really about becoming very aware of all the conditioning we have in our heads about what we need in order to be loved and happy in our marriages. With all of those unhelpful thoughts, you want to see if it's possible for you to start letting them go. To give yourself and your partner more freedom of being. That acceptance of what is always the first step. And then you can create some change, but first you need to accept where you're at and give yourself permission to feel his love and to feel happy, even when the conditions are the way they are. Start noticing how you postpone your happiness, how you have this conditioning which is saying, I'm going to feel loved if or when, and then make a decision to feel the way you want to feel right now. You have this choice. Maybe you've heard the saying, happiness is a choice. So are you willing to decide that you are going to feel loved in your marriage today, right now, despite of whatever is happening, no matter what? That willingness is responsibility. It's taking that responsibility back and telling yourself that I am a creatrix of my own reality, and I can change the climate, the atmosphere in my marriage, and I can change how I feel. And again, one very practical tip about how to create that day after day is to set an intention in the morning. It's like a daily intention where you decide how you want to feel today. Very simple. Say, today I feel loved. Okay? And then when you come to situations that could be challenging, you could always ask yourself a question. If I feel loved, what will I do? So you are embodying more love with this kind of approach, and then you change your behavior according to this. Just try it. Try it for a week. Set an intention every day. Today, I feel loved. And then choose your behavior according to this belief, this thought. If I feel loved, then how would I behave? What would I say? What would I do? Remember, it's your decision. Everything you want is on the other side of a decision that you haven't made yet. You can decide for yourself what exactly you want, and you can also, just dream really big. Wouldn't it be great if we could talk without fighting? If we could have passionate love making? If we could kiss more, laugh more? You need to be clear of what exactly you want. And then adjust yourself, your thinking, your words, your deeds, your behavior to actually manifest that. But remember, any of these things can happen. They are already in the quantum field. In order for them to really come to you, you need to change your biology. You need to match that vibration, and it will be yours. And remember, it starts with your self-awareness. Victimhood could be just so embedded in us that we are even not aware that all of our thoughts and behavior are being influenced by this victim state of mind that we have. Another practical tip. So it's all about love as my essence. It's all about that self-love, which is the starting point. And self-care is a very practical way of loving yourself. Of course, it's important to change your beliefs and really embody the thoughts that I am lovable, I deserve love. But again, we're going even deeper into love is my essence. And in order to prove that to yourself, you want to start love yourself daily through your self-care. I have a great self-care training on this channel. I'm going to link it in the description below, and I hope that it could be a good guidance for you how to start cultivating your self-love in a very practical and embodied way. With this most important mindset, I am love. Love is my essence. I am finishing this series of mindset shifts. I am so grateful for you being here, whether you're new to it or you've been here for years. Thank you for watching. Please share it with anyone who would benefit from it, and I believe everyone will. And if you have any questions or comments, of course, share them below. Also, remember to subscribe. To get notifications, you need to push the bell button. And I hope we'll be in touch. Thank you. Namaste.